Hello everybody, thank you for joining me today with a spotlight video. We are taking a look at the Tetrachy Civil War mod. That is just a really, from what I have seen, a really basic overhaul that basically is um, the Tetrachy Civil War that takes place when four emperors that were previously assigned to be sort of co-rulers in their own right uh, by the Emperor Diocletian. Now have sort of revolted under actually some of them are sons, some of them actually revolted under their previous ruler, like Maxentius I think did. And yeah, you got of course you got Maxentius, you got Constantine, who is actually still an Greco-Roman paganist faction, but again you can make him an Christian, I guess. Might be an event for that. I am not sure. We also have Licinius Augustus, so the original ally of Constantine, that he got the east and Constantine the west. At some point they fought each other, and Constantine of course won that war. And then you have Dia, who was the original ruler of the eastern part of the empire. And we also got Maxentius that controls Italy and a little bit of Africa. So that are all the territories right now. So that's where you should start off with. We're going to take a little bit of a look on the what the mod has to offer, and like if there are any new units. I'm not yet sure. It is also new for me, so I thought it would be interesting to watch. So let's take a look at the custom battle to see what kind of things they have. As you can see, there are a lot of there are all the same units that the Western Romans actually have for Constantine. I guess the same goes for Maxentius, as well for Dia, the Eastern Roman. So basically what is actually mostly done in this mod is really basic. It basically is that you start off in a sort of new different time era as well. And you basically start off one of the Tetrarchy Civil War factions, and you go try and take control of Rome. Or you're still Greco-Roman paganism as Licinius Augustus or Constantine. You can maybe become a Christian if you choose that. You can still make him actually not Christian, of course. You can still choose that. Or you can play as actually as any of the other factions, who like the Huns are now the Sarmatians, and we got the White Huns are still alive. We got the Sasanian Empire. We also got the Swabians, the Vandals were also still alive. I'm not sure, they might actually have a different starting area. I'm not sure in that. So we'll also take a look on that if that's the case. But first, let's take a look at Constantine's beginning situation. Well, to show off the start off. So as you can see, we don't actually have the Swabians. I wasn't actually sure about that, so I was just curious to see what the starter base invasion would be. And it seems to be that you don't like have Swedian invasions yet. I think the Vandals and Swabi might just actually do control these territories down here. Although I can't say that by certainty. As we can see, I have same blood. Can we confederate? Yes, we could. So that is possible if you can get them that far on the negotiation table. Of course, we are allied with Lycinicus, or at least having some sort of a pact with him. We also have Dia, and we have Maximus Augustus, of course, who we're already at war with in this campaign. As you can see, we actually have a lot of Greco-Roman everywhere. Also, it actually seems to be going down, and Christianity is going down as well. We have Flavius Constantius, who has his wife as well. We are actually not really ready to convert to Christianity. I think other religions like Celtic paganism seem to be Manichaeism are going up. So you could go still become, I guess, a Greco-Roman paganism. But I would not know how you would become a Christian if that's possible. But yeah, just you would still start off with actually the same situation you would start off with if you play like as any of these factions. Don't really start off with like having the Swabi or the Vandals in your territory, what you normally would have. And you start off with a no reasonable amount of income. But also is reasonable good for your faction, of course, so you can still handle yourself better than you normally would have been able to. So yeah, that is that as well. You also have a reasonably army to go down and take the fight towards Maximius. But yeah, that is that. We also have a little bit of an army here in Britain that you try and have to hold, of course. one of the places where Constantine made his name. I guess we'll take a little bit of a look at the Maximus Dia Augustus faction. This will really be a short video because I was trying to show all what the mod were doing, what it can. At the moment, it seems to be really. It doesn't seem to be too much on this mod just yet. There seems to be mostly conversion from like ranging settlements and also yeah, places for factions. So I just really hope at some point they might be able to do more like extra adding more units, more variety, maybe even events or ways you can become like yeah, there more ways to implement. It would be cool if they could do that, if they can expand upon the mod, that is. But let's take a look at like Dia's factions and situation, and then we'll end the yeah, campaign actually already. The spotlight, just a little bit of a spotlight, as I said, and we're back. Well, here we go. We have actually the Citadel of but. Oh, that's weird. I think we have a little bit of a bug. Oh no, that is Dia. Okay, yeah, okay, sorry. I thought that was Const. My hardwired Eastern Roman Empire clicked on. I thought, oh, Van that's weird. No, that's Dia. So after Maximus, you start off, um, of course, no, actually not war with anyone except for Dia. So it would be interesting to see what you can do. Like if you can win against him quickly, you can possibly hold Assassinates, or make peace with Lycinicus, and focus your effort to defending your eastern border. You really control some really good territory. You don't really have like any barbarian invasions. If you can have peace with Lycinicus, you can really, yeah, hold your own for a while. Possibly build up your empire and then expand towards the west to try and reclaim all of Rome. It's certainly interesting if you play as this faction. It certainly is something different as well. But anyway, that is Maximus Dia. What I think they could certainly do is probably try maybe implementing some um, their own like maybe models for the unit if that's possible, maybe some new unit cards if they want to expand upon it, as well as maybe getting some custom made phases for the generals. But although in the like the beginning screen they do use the beginning phase, it might be something that also has to be worked on. And I don't know if they can implement maybe some events or other events that would have occurred in that time period, like make the mod more interactive and also have some different things, or maybe some new buildings that you normally wouldn't have in the campaign. That would be really interesting, I think, and would make the mod more stand out on its own. Right now it is mostly just a conversion from the map to 4 different Roman factions that control some territory, and you just have to try and reconquer it mostly. But I would say that is mostly the thing. And still try and survive, of course, against the Huns mostly, whereas now the Samantians. So I think it will be an interesting campaign Let's Play series if you play with it. But for that, I think you still need to get some variation in it. It's still interesting to play with this setup with 4 different Roman factions and see if you can reconquer Rome while trying to hold off attacks from other states as well. So it will be interesting. But anyway, this was a little spotlight for the Tetrarchy CivilWar mod. I hope you enjoyed it and maybe found it insightful. Link to the mod in the description below if you're interested in checking it out for yourself. So again, thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next one. If you want to see more of these mod spotlights as well as Total War videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well if you're interested in that. And again, thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye bye.